She acting up this morning. Peace be multiplied, you two. It's me, Pamela Denise, and I'm here to share Proverbs with you. Proverbs 26, because wisdom is the principal thing, so we're going to get it. But in all of our getting, we will get understanding. So I am going to read to you from from the Living Bible. I'll be forgetting to set my mic up sometime. But I know you can still hear me because I watch it. But I want to be diligent in all the steps. Proverbs 26 from the Living Bible. Y'all, that's my mama's Bible. My mama been gone for 27 years. This is her Bible. Honor does not go with fools any more than snow with summertime or rain with harvest time. An undeserved curse has no effect. Its intended victim will be no more harmed by it than by a sparrow or a swallow flitting through the sky. Guide a horse with a whip, a donkey with a bridle, and a rebel with a rod to his back. Let's go, God. Make sure I'm safe. When arguing with a rebel, don't use foolish arguments as he does, or you will become as foolish as he is. Prick his conceit with silly replies. To trust a rebel to convey a message is as foolish as cutting off your feet and drinking poison. In the mouth of a fool, a proverb becomes as useless as a paralyzed leg. Honoring a rebel will backfire like a stone tied to a slingshot. A rebel will misapply an illustration so that its point will no more be felt than a thorn in the hand of a drunkard. They won't feel it. Thank you for joining. The master may get better work from an untrained apprentice than from a skilled rebel. As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. There is one thing worse than a fool, and that is a man who is conceited. The lazy man won't go out to work. There might be a lion outside, he says, so he sticks to his bed like a door to its hinges. That's funny. Thank you for joining. He is too tired to even lift his food from his dish to his mouth. Yet, in his own opinion, he is smarter than 7 wise men. Thank you for joining. Yanking a dog's ears is no more foolish than interfering in an argument that isn't any of your business. Let me tell you something. I love Proverbs. I started reading Proverbs 10, 12 years ago. I don't really know the math right now, but I never remember reading that. And in the King's Version, it said, the New King's Version, it said something a little bit differently. But in other words, stay out of other people's business because it don't have nothing to do with you. And I'll never forget one time when I had read that, I was picking my son up for work. It was years ago. And it was an argument between a young man and a woman in a car. And she seemed real distressed. And I literally thought of Proverbs, and like I wanted to come to her defense. They had nothing to do with me. But it literally was Proverbs that kept me from doing something, from saying something, from speaking something. So yeah, here it says, yanking a dog's ear is no more foolish than interfering in an argument that isn't any of your business. In the New King James Version, it says, because I got it, that's the one I read. He who passes by and meddles in a quarrel not his own is like one who takes a dog by the ears. So yeah. Proverbs 18. A man who is caught lying to his neighbor and says, I was just fooling, is like a madman throwing around firebrands, arrows, and death. Fire goes out for lack of fuel, and tensions disappear when gossip stops. Thank you for joining. A quarrelsome man starts a fight as easily as a match sets fire to paper. Gossip is a dainty morsel eaten with great relish. Pretty words may hide a wicked heart, just as a pretty glaze covers a common clay pot. A man with hate in his heart may sound pleasant enough, but don't believe him, for he is cursing you in his heart. Though he pretends to be so kind, his hatred will finally come to light for all to see. Pay attention and move accordingly. 27, the man who sets a trap for others will get caught in it himself. Roll a boulder down on someone and it will roll back and crush you. Flattery is a form of hatred and wounds cruelly. That's Proverbs 26 from the Living Bible. Thank you for joining. Until next time, peace. Be multiplied.